You asked for it, so let's do it. Here is the behind the scenes of the Chappell Roan look that I did for Halloween. So the blue dress was not actually the original dress I had bought for this project. I found this wedding dress that someone had already cut in half to make this really cute silhouette type tutu wedding dress, and I loved it, but I was actually going on a wine tour and I thought that this looked a little bit too bridal, so I went back to square one. So just over a week before the wine tour, I actually found this dress, and it was exactly what I was looking for. It was the perfect blue for a chapel look. It did have two straps on it, but one of them was broken, so I just put the one around my neck into the other hook and eye, and it fit almost perfectly. So I got to work on it right away, and I got some tassel off of Amazon and I sewed it on piece by piece. That part took probably about 2 hours to get it all together there. And at this point I was considering bedazzling the strap too, and I decided not to in case it irritated my neck. But I took all of these videos to ask friends for opinions throughout the process. I could not find a sash locally, so I had to order one off of Amazon and of course bedazzle it myself as well. That took about 2.5 hours to get the chapel onto the sash. This was after I had gotten all of the tassel onto the top of the dress. I was considering bedazzling it a little bit more, but I couldn't decide, and obviously the dress was a little bit too big. Luckily it did have some sashes on it, but it kind of seemed like no matter how many ways I tied it, I did not like it. I ended up kind of finding a funny dress hack on TikTok with some safety pins, and it worked out really well. The top was still a little bit too big, but you know what? I'll take it. The dress is 20 bucks. I can't lose there. I also could not find long costume gloves anywhere locally to me, so I had to buy those on Amazon as well, and I adhered some tassel to them. As I said, I originally did this for a wine tour, so here's some little videos and photos of the wine tour, and obviously it held up all day really well, and I had the time of my life. I knew this set was going to be a lot of effort, so I actually started setting up a couple days beforehand with my backdrop and getting my table ready. Morning of the shoot, I broke a freaking mirror. Come on. So I had to go out and buy a new one. Here's the new one. And I had to pre-plan of where to get these vanity lights. They are off of Amazon as well. USB plug-ins, so I can reuse them. But I actually really like them on this mirror, so I feel like I'll use this for another project. One of the set pieces for Chappell's cover shoot is a mannequin with a big headpiece on it. I looked everywhere, and unfortunately everywhere local to me was sold out of foam mannequin heads, and I could not get one in time from Amazon. So I had to get creative, and I put a bunch of foam behind a white mask, and that was as good as we were going to get. I basically skewered it together and like pinned it together, and it's not bad. Let's face it, it's not the best, it's not the worst, but I mean, it worked for a project. It definitely was one of the most time-consuming things I have probably ever done for a shoot, but also very gratifying. As you can see, I wasn't kidding when I said I skewered everything together. It looks like a dunce cap, but then I had all sorts of different materials in my studio and fake flowers, and I actually borrowed a brooch tree from my mom that she covered in, like I said, brooches. Makes a really cute display piece in your house, and so I borrowed that and took a bunch of the pins off of it, which will be shown at the end here. But for now, I am just kind of wrapping up some tulle and sticking that in there and just filling it up to make it not look as dunce cappy, and I promise it is one of those wait and see kind of moments, and like trust the process, because obviously right now it does not look very good at all. There's the brooch tree in all of her glory. So now you can see I am taking things off of there and also using some broken body chains and necklaces that I had from previous shoots in my studio that I just didn't have the heart to get rid of. And I'm glad I kept them because obviously they came in handy for this. Then I put the rest of my set together, and I actually had to borrow an old champagne bucket because I couldn't find a trophy either. I had the vanity mirror and brush already, and then it was time to get ready. So when I had done this for the wine tour, I actually had used those like soft curlers that you can like get at the dollar store, not the foam ones, but they're like a rod and then you tie off the rod. And I wasn't expecting that I would actually be shooting all of this today too. So I did not do that in advance. And that's kind of one of my only regrets of this shoot, is that I didn't do my hair exactly how I wanted to. So here I am in, super speed doing the hair. I used a straightener to curl it because I could not find my curling iron. I have a shag cut, so I just pulled back as much as I could and then pinned the curls all around kind of the ponytail and wrapped them around as well. And obviously, like, it looks decent. I mean, I'm still happy with it, but I would have preferred it to be a little on the curlier side. And then we moved on to makeup. I ended up using a NYX Special Effects makeup palette for this look. It's like a cream makeup, and I am not very good at makeup. And the other thing is, my face eats makeup. It does not matter what I do, who does my makeup. I've had my makeup done by professionals many times, and you'll see that the white just like kind of disappears on me over the course of the shoot. Obviously, I used a blue eyeshadow. I put some like silver on top of it. I did liner, I did lashes, I did all of that, and some blush. And here we go. Here is almost the final look. I was pretty happy with it. Again, I'm not like super amazing at makeup or anything, but I do think that it worked out enough for this shoot. I finished it off by gluing on some gems from the dollar store, and then it was time to shoot. And right before I started to shoot, the strap on my dress broke, so that was very fun to navigate too. For the ease of the shoot and this being a self-portrait session, I decided to use my Godox video light with a lantern softbox, and I used the Nikon SnapBridge app to take these photos. SnapBridge allows you to use your phone as a remote, and it's so handy, especially when taking self-portraits. And before you know it, I was done. It actually took all day to do this though, and then look at this mess. I started at about 8:30 a.m. getting everything ready, and I did not finish until about 4:30 p.m. But I couldn't be more happy with the results. Like, come on, the whole thing was just so stunning, so beautiful. I had never done anything like this before, and it made me feel so good. Honestly, inspired me to actually take photos and video of myself more often and get back into my creative roots. It's been a really hard year for me, and this just awoke something inside of me, and I'm so happy to share it with you. Thanks for watching.